Believe it or not, factories in the 1800s were toxic. During the Industrial Revolution, manufacturing boomed, but so did pollution. Factories released enormous amounts of smoke, soot, and grime into the air, creating a hazardous environment for workers. People joke that workers needed to wash their lungs because the air was so thick with pollutants. Many laborers toiled long hours in these conditions, often suffering from respiratory diseases and other health issues due to their exposure to poor air quality. Poor ventilation and overcrowded workplaces made things even worse, turning these factories into dangerous places. As society began to recognize the harmful effects of such environments, reformers started advocating for better working conditions and cleaner technologies. This shift eventually led to the implementation of regulations aimed at reducing pollution and protecting worker health. Isn't it amazing how much progress we've made since then? Why exactly does Boys' Day honor hard work and love? In the early 20th century, Miwapani from Pokin had a unique vision: to celebrate the spirit of Sonora and create a special day for boys. This idea blossomed into the first Boys' Day celebration, which was not just about fun and festivities, but a heartfelt tribute to the values of hard work, strength, and the importance of nurturing young lives. Miwa understood that instilling these virtues in young boys would help shape their futures and benefit the community at large. On this day, families would come together to honor the young boys, highlighting their potential and encouraging them to grow into responsible, loving individuals. The event became a beloved tradition, reminding everyone of the vital role children play in society and fostering a sense of pride and connection among families. How did this celebration evolve over the years? Did you know Michael Jordan tried baseball too? In addition to being a basketball legend, Michael Jordan took a detour into the world of baseball after his first retirement from the NBA in 1993. He signed with the Chicago White Sox and played for their minor league team, the Birmingham Barons. Although he faced a steep learning curve, Jordan managed to achieve a batting average of just over 200, an impressive feat for someone stepping into a completely different sport. His experience highlights how even the greatest athletes can encounter difficulties when trying something new. Many fans were surprised by this move, as it showed a side of Jordan different from his basketball dominance. Despite the challenges, Jordan's determination and work ethic shone through as he pursued this new dream. Ultimately, he returned to basketball, where he cemented his legacy as one of the sport's all-time greats. This chapter of his life proves that taking risks can lead to unexpected journeys and valuable life lessons. Is it really true that Sergel dreamed of Atlantropa? Hermann Sergel, a visionary German architect, had an extraordinary idea in the early 20th century: to dam and drain the Mediterranean Sea. His ambitious plan aimed to create vast farmland and unite Europe and Africa into a single supercontinent called Atlantropa. Imagine transforming the Mediterranean into fertile land. Sergel believed this project would not only boost agriculture, but also provide energy through hydroelectric power. He envisioned a world where people could travel easily between the two continents, breaking down barriers and fostering cooperation. However, despite his grand vision, Sergel faced considerable challenges. The project required monumental engineering feats, and many critics pointed out environmental consequences and geopolitical concerns. Ultimately, Atlantropa remained a dream, never realized. Nevertheless, Sergel's ideas highlight the power of ambitious thinking and the complexities of turning dreams into reality. What if his vision for Atlantropa had come to life? Prepare to be amazed by New Mexico's Trinity test. This historic event was the site of the world's first atomic bomb explosion in 1945, an occurrence that dramatically changed the course of history. Nestled in the New Mexico desert, the test took place as part of the Manhattan Project, which aimed to develop nuclear weapons during World War II. On that fateful July 16th, a bright flash lit up the sky, creating a mushroom cloud that reached over 7 miles high. This explosion wasn't just a feat of science. It marked the dawn of the nuclear age, showcasing the terrifying power of atomic energy. The consequences of the Trinity test rippled around the globe, sparking discussions about nuclear warfare and the ethical implications of such powerful technology. This monumental moment serves as a haunting reminder of what mankind can achieve and destroy with science. Today, the site remains a poignant place for reflection, emphasizing the need for responsible stewardship of nuclear technology and the importance of peace in our modern world. Can you feel the weight of that moment in history? Hard to believe, but students faced bizarre bathroom rules. In 2012, a California high school student experienced a shocking situation that no one could have imagined. A teacher misunderstood the school's bathroom policy and mistakenly believed that students weren't allowed to take restroom breaks. As a result, the student was told to urinate in a bucket in a supply room closet instead of using the bathroom like everyone else. This humiliating experience sparked outrage and raised questions about students' rights. Fast forward to 2017, and a court finally ruled in the student's favor, concluding that the school district had violated his rights. The judge ordered the district to pay a staggering $125 million in compensation. This case not only highlights the importance of clear communication in schools, but also emphasizes the need for teachers to treat all students with respect and dignity. Most people don't know this about Joan of Arc. Born around 1412, Joan of Arc became a legendary figure in French history by displaying remarkable courage and conviction. At just 17, she claimed to hear divine voices guiding her to support Charles VII in reclaiming his throne from English occupation during the Hundred Years' War. Despite having no formal military training, Joan's confidence inspired not only Charles, but also his soldiers, leading to significant victories at Orléans and other battles. Her unique ability to rally troops under her banner made her a formidable leader. However, her success came with great peril. By the age of 19, Joan faced capture by the Burgundians, allies of the English. Accused of heresy for her claims of divine guidance and her role in the war, she was tried and executed by burning at the stake in 1431. Joan's legacy has endured through the centuries, not only inspiring countless stories and films, but also earning her canonization as a saint in 1920. What can we learn from her bravery? Ever wonder how Guillain-Barré syndrome affects the body? This rare medical condition can turn life upside down, as it occurs when the immune system mistakenly attacks nerves, resulting in paralysis that may affect the entire body. Often triggered by a viral infection like the flu or even COVID-19, the onset of Guillain-Barré syndrome can catch many people off guard. Symptoms might begin with weakness or tingling in the legs, which can progress rapidly and create serious mobility issues. Despite its severe impact, the exact cause of this syndrome remains a mystery, leaving researchers puzzled. Some people recover completely, while others may face long-term challenges. Awareness is vital, as early diagnosis and treatment can significantly improve outcomes. So if you ever experience sudden weakness following an infection, don't hesitate to consult a healthcare professional. Understanding how the immune system can incorrectly target nerves reminds us of the complexities of our bodies and the need for ongoing research into such perplexing conditions. Discover how U.S. recruitment shapes national security. Recruitment efforts in the U.S. play a crucial role in maintaining national interests and security. When the government recruits individuals, whether for the military or intelligence agencies, the goal is not just filling positions, but ensuring that the nation is protected against various threats. This means finding candidates who possess the necessary skills, values, and commitment to serve the public and uphold national ideals. With increasing global tensions and emerging security challenges, these recruitment strategies become even more vital. For example, the military seeks individuals who are not only physically fit, but also mentally prepared to face diverse situations. Meanwhile, intelligence agencies look for applicants who can analyze data, think critically, and act discreetly. Therefore, during recruitment, emphasis is placed on character, aptitude, and the ability to work well under pressure. Each new recruit plays a part in a larger mission, keeping America safe and secure. So when considering a career in these fields, remember that your role could significantly impact national security. You might be shocked to learn that lobsters evolved. In the 1700s, lobsters were so plentiful that they were considered food for the poor, often served to prisoners in harsh conditions. Families living near coastlines could catch lobsters easily, making them a cheap and accessible meal. However, perception started to change dramatically over the centuries. As people began to appreciate their unique flavor and texture, lobsters transformed from an everyday meal to a coveted delicacy. Now, when you think of lobster, think of those fancy dinners where prices can reach sky-high levels. Ironically, the very shellfish that once fed the less fortunate is now celebrated in upscale restaurants across the world. This remarkable shift in the status of lobsters highlights how societal values can change over time, turning something once seen as a burden into a symbol of luxury and fine dining. What happens when you blow up a whale? In 1970, the town of Florence, Oregon, faced a bizarre challenge. A massive whale had washed ashore and needed to be disposed of. Local officials decided to address the problem in a most unconventional way, by blowing it up. The idea was that blasting the whale would allow the smaller pieces to be eaten by scavengers, while the larger chunks would be buried. However, the plan quickly went awry. When the dynamite detonated, rather than neatly dispersing the whale's remains, large pieces of blubber rained down on the surrounding area, damaging properties and creating quite a mess. Local residents were left bewildered, and the event turned into a wild story that many still talk about today. This unusual disposal method not only raised eyebrows, but also highlighted the lengths people might go to solve natural problems. So next time you think about whale anatomy or beach cleanup, remember the unforgettable day when a small town learned a big lesson about explosive solutions. Did you know Shakespeare and Cervantes died on the same day? It's an astonishing coincidence that has intrigued literature lovers for centuries. On April 23, 1616, two of the greatest writers in history, Miguel de Cervantes and William Shakespeare, both passed away. Cervantes, the Spanish novelist best known for Don Quixote, is often hailed as the father of the modern novel. Meanwhile, Shakespeare, the English playwright and poet, revolutionized storytelling with his plays and sonnets. Interestingly, while both men left an indelible mark on the literary world, they never actually met or even communicated, as they lived in different countries and cultures. Their simultaneous deaths on the same date, which coincidentally falls on St. George's Day, the patron saint of England, adds an air of mystery to their legacies. This remarkable alignment makes us wonder about the intertwined fates of these iconic figures. How cool is that? Did you know the Statue of Liberty was a lighthouse? Originally designed by French sculptor Frédéric-Auguste Bartholdi, this iconic symbol was dedicated in 1886 to welcome immigrants arriving in the United States. Standing at an impressive 151 feet tall, or a towering 305 feet when you include its pedestal, the statue holds a significant place in American history. France gifted this remarkable work of art to the U.S. as a celebration of American independence, symbolizing friendship between the two nations. Interestingly, when it was first constructed, the Statue of Liberty boasted a gleaming brown hue due to its copper skin. Over time, however, the copper oxidized, giving the statue its familiar green patina. This transformation not only adds to its charm, but also tells the story of resilience. Today it stands proudly in New York Harbor, continuing to inspire millions with its message of hope and freedom. Can you imagine how many people have marveled at its beauty and significance? Why do asteroids have their own moons? More than 450 asteroids in space boast their own orbiting moons, a fascinating fact that highlights the complexity of our solar system. These moons, often called satellites, can vary significantly in size and shape, just like the asteroids themselves. Some are tiny, measuring only a few hundred meters, while others can be larger than buildings. The gravitational pull of the asteroid can capture and hold on to these smaller bodies, creating a mini-system within the vastness of space. Scientists believe that these moons can provide valuable insights into the formation and evolution of celestial bodies. For example, studying their orbits helps researchers understand the asteroid's mass and structural integrity. The presence of moons also raises intriguing questions about how these systems formed. Did they result from collisions, or did they coalesce together in the early days of the solar system? With more discoveries happening all the time, who knows what else we might learn about these enchanting cosmic neighbors? Did you know crickets hear with their legs? Instead of having traditional ears like most animals, Male crickets boast specialized hearing spots located on their legs. These unique structures, known as tympanal organs, allow crickets to detect sounds that are crucial for their survival, especially when it comes to mating calls. When a female cricket chirps, the males respond using their own songs, which they produce by rubbing their wings together in a process called stridulation. This fascinating adaptation keeps them connected in a noisy environment, helping them locate potential mates and avoid predators. The next time you hear a cricket's chirp on a warm summer night, remember that those sounds are part of a highly sophisticated communication system. So how do you think these leg-hearing crickets compare to our own ways of listening? What if I told you about the Bishop Rock Lighthouse? This iconic lighthouse, standing proudly since 1858, is located on Bishop Rock Island, the westernmost point in the Isles of Scilly. It has been a vital navigational aid for sailors braving the often treacherous waters of the Atlantic Ocean for over 150 years. Built to withstand fierce storms and rough seas, Bishop Rock Lighthouse is an engineering marvel. Designed with a tall, cylindrical shape, it features a bright beacon that guides vessels safely along their journey. The lighthouse's keeper once lived there, ensuring its light was always operational, a job that required incredible dedication. Today, it stands not just as a navigational tool, but also as a historical landmark, showcasing the maritime heritage of the region. Visitors to the Isles of Scilly often marvel at its beauty from a distance, captivated by tales of shipwrecks and sea legends. With the ocean as its backdrop, the Bishop Rock Lighthouse is a symbol of safety and resilience. How many lighthouses do you know have such a fascinating story? Why exactly does a bullwhip crack so loudly? The echoing crack of a bullwhip isn't just loud, it's the result of an astonishing physics trick. When the whip is cracked, its tip moves faster than the speed of sound, creating a tiny sonic boom. This remarkable feat makes the bullwhip the first man-made object to break the sound barrier. The motion of the whip generates a wave, and when the tip exceeds about 343 meters per second, it leaves a vacuum behind, causing the sharp cracking sound. This phenomenon showcases the whip's perfect balance between flexibility and speed. Often seen in rodeos or performances, the bullwhip demonstrates not only skill, but also the fascinating principles of physics at play. Imagining that every crack is a mini sonic boom reminds us of how science is intertwined with everyday objects. Next time you see a bullwhip in action, you might appreciate its power and the physics behind that iconic noise. Guess what caused the dinosaurs' dramatic extinction? It was a massive meteorite that struck the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico around 66 million years ago. This catastrophic event is widely believed to have led to the disappearance of approximately 75% of all species on Earth, including the mighty dinosaurs. The meteorite, estimated to be about 6 miles wide, created the Chicxulub crater, which stretches about 110 miles across. The impact released an incredible amount of energy, equivalent to billions of atomic bombs, causing wildfires, tsunamis, and a nuclear winter effect. Dust and debris filled the atmosphere, blocking sunlight and drastically lowering temperatures. As a result, many plants perished, disrupting the food chain that sustained dinosaurs and other creatures. This extinction event paved the way for mammals to thrive. Understanding this catastrophic moment not only illustrates the power of astronomical events, but also highlights the fragility of life on Earth. What other secrets might our planet hold about past extinctions? You might be shocked to learn that turtles can drown. While these remarkable creatures are celebrated for their impressive swimming skills, they face a hidden danger when it comes to staying underwater. Turtles, unlike many aquatic animals, do not have gills to extract oxygen from water. Instead, they breathe air through lungs, much like we do. This means that if a turtle stays submerged for too long, it can run out of oxygen and potentially drown. Turtles have adapted to hold their breath for extended periods, allowing them to dive deeply in search of food, but they are not immune to the risks of prolonged immersion. This fascinating fact highlights the need for awareness about their habitats and the threats that pollution and habitat destruction pose. It's essential to ensure that these amazing reptiles can access the surface to breathe, whether they're basking in the sun or foraging for food. So next time you see a turtle swimming gracefully, remember that below the surface, it faces an unexpected struggle for survival. Discover the Beatles' surprising final contract signing. It might surprise you to learn that the Beatles were not legally dissolved until 1974. This historical moment came when John Lennon signed the final contract while enjoying a vacation at Disney World in Florida. Imagine the iconic Beatle, surrounded by the magic of Disney, finalizing the end of an era that transformed music forever. This quirky detail adds a fun twist to the band's fascinating history, showcasing how even monumental decisions can occur in unexpected places. The Beatles had already left an indelible mark on popular culture, defined by their innovative songwriting and memorable performances. Yet, the fact that their official separation took place in a theme park adds a touch of whimsy to their legacy. So, the next time you think of the Beatles, remember this unusual piece of trivia. What could be more iconic than signing paperwork in the happiest place on Earth? Guess what really drives Carmen de Laurentiis' success? At just 15, Carmen embarked on her modeling journey, and now, decades later, she's still strutting down runways and gracing magazine covers in her 80s. Instead of retiring like many of her peers, Carmen showcases that age is just a number when it comes to confidence and style. Her lasting presence in the fashion industry is a testament to her passion and resilience. Enjoying the art of modeling, she defies stereotypes by proving that glamour knows no age limits. Carmen frequently inspires younger models, encouraging them to embrace their individuality. Her vibrant personality and elegance shine through every photo shoot and event, captivating audiences worldwide. By embracing her uniqueness, she sends a powerful message. Passion and joy in what you do lead to longevity. Isn't it refreshing to see someone thrive and break barriers, inspiring others to follow their dreams regardless of age? Discover the exciting new city in Thailand. In April 2023, Thailand launched a brand new city designed to boost the nation's economy and address urban challenges. This ambitious project aims to create a vibrant, modern urban hub that blends innovation with sustainability. Located in the eastern region, the city will focus on attracting tech companies and startups, positioning itself as a center for digital innovation. With plans for green spaces, efficient public transport, and smart infrastructure, the government hopes this new city will improve the quality of life for its residents. The initiative also includes investments in education and healthcare, ensuring that the community has access to vital services. As Thailand navigates a rapidly changing global landscape, this new city represents a bold step towards a more sustainable and prosperous future. What will this mean for the people living there? What if I told you love is a survival tool? Love from a scientific perspective isn't just an emotional experience, it's a powerful natural system that encourages people to seek companionship. This complex interplay of hormones and neurochemicals, like oxytocin and dopamine, creates the feelings we associate with love. Without these drives, many might lack the motivation to form romantic relationships, leaving a significant gap in human connection. This connection is crucial not only for individual happiness, but also for the survival of our species. Think about it. When people bond, it often leads to families and communities. If romantic pursuits waned, we'd face a serious decline in population. So love does more than just make life sweeter. It's intricately woven into the fabric of what keeps us human. Isn't it fascinating how something deep and sentimental has such a vital role in our existence? Surprisingly, sitting too long can harm your health. Research shows that spending more than 10 minutes on the toilet can lead to health issues. When you sit for extended periods, especially on the toilet, it can slow down blood flow. This reduced circulation makes it harder for your heart to function efficiently, putting unnecessary strain on your body. Moreover, prolonged sitting can contribute to various problems like hemorrhoids and back pain. It's crucial to finish your business promptly, maintaining a balance between comfort and health. Developing this simple habit can help you avoid potential complications in the long run. So the next time you're in the bathroom, consider keeping it brief for the sake of your heart and overall well-being. Are you ready to change your bathroom habits for better health? Have you ever wondered about extreme hyperinflation in Zimbabwe? In November 2008, Zimbabwe experienced one of the worst hyperinflation crises in history, reaching an astonishing rate that devastated its economy. During this chaotic time, the government issued banknotes with a value of 100 trillion Zimbabwe dollars. The rapid devaluation meant that prices on basic goods soared, leading to the situation where people needed sacks of cash just to buy everyday necessities. It became virtually impossible for the average citizen to keep up with the rising costs. As a result, by 2009, the Zimbabwe dollar was abandoned entirely in favor of the US dollar and other foreign currencies. This shift marked a significant change in the country's economic landscape, as people sought stability after years of turmoil. The story of Zimbabwe's hyperinflation serves as a powerful reminder of how fragile economies can be and the impacts they have on daily life. Have you ever seen butterflies sipping turtle tears? This intriguing behavior is especially common in tropical areas like the Amazon rainforest. Butterflies are not just beautiful creatures. They have some surprising habits. In their quest for essential minerals, these colorful insects have discovered an unusual and somewhat bittersweet source: the tears of turtles. Turtles' secret tears that, although they may seem purely for hydration, also contain vital nutrients like sodium. Butterflies, eager for these minerals, will often land near turtles and delicately sip their tears. This unique interaction is a win-win. The turtles get relief from their moisture needs, while the butterflies gain crucial elements for their survival. This fascinating phenomenon highlights the incredible relationships formed between species in nature. The next time you're in a tropical paradise, keep your eyes peeled. You might just witness this unusual sight of butterflies and turtles sharing an unlikely connection. Prepare to be amazed by plastic bottles replacing glass. In the 1970s, a remarkable shift occurred in the beverage industry when plastic bottles started taking over from traditional glass containers. This change wasn't just a minor tweak, it completely revolutionized how we enjoy soft drinks. Plastic bottles are lighter, which made them easier to carry and transport. They're also cheaper to produce, allowing companies to offer more affordable prices to consumers. Another huge advantage is that they are shatterproof, meaning fewer accidents and injuries from broken glass. Thanks to these benefits, plastic bottles quickly became the go-to choice for many soft drink brands, not only transforming our shopping habits, but also changing how we enjoy beverages at picnics and parties. Fast forward to today, and it's hard to imagine soft drinks without those colorful, handy plastic bottles. Have you ever wondered how this shift has impacted the environment? Why exactly does the marathon inspire so many people? It all started back in 1896 during the Olympic Games in Athens, aiming to revive the spirit of the ancient Greek Games. This historic event was not just a race, it was a nod to the legendary run of Phidippides, a messenger who sprinted around 26 miles from Marathon to Athens. Phidippides brought news of victory over the Persians at the Battle of Marathon, and his epic journey is what inspired the modern marathon distance we see today. The race captures the essence of endurance and determination, making it a favorite for athletes and spectators alike. From its humble beginnings in Greece to becoming a global phenomenon, with marathons now hosted in cities all over the world, this event encourages many to challenge themselves physically and mentally. People train for months, often fundraising for charities, all while celebrating community and camaraderie. So whether you're a runner or a supporter, the marathon truly unites us in our human spirit. Does it inspire you to lace up your running shoes? Let's uncover the truth about American bison. These magnificent creatures, often mistakenly called buffalo, are more than just symbols of the American West. Did you know that they can sprint at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour? This impressive speed allows them to escape predators and navigate their vast grassland habitats with ease. But bison are not just fast. They play a crucial role in maintaining healthy ecosystems. Their grazing habits help manage grasslands as they munch on various plants, which promotes plant diversity and health. This grazing creates a dynamic environment where different species can thrive, ensuring the grasslands remain vibrant and resilient. By keeping certain plants in check, bison allow other, often less dominant plants to flourish. So the next time you see a bison, Remember, they're not just a stunning sight, they're also vital to the health of our grasslands and ecosystems. Can you imagine blood cells having different lifespans? It's fascinating to think about how our bodies manage health and immunity through these tiny warriors. Red blood cells, which carry oxygen throughout the body, usually live for about 120 days. On the other hand, white blood cells, our immune system's frontline defenders, have a much shorter lifespan. Depending on their specific type and function, some white blood cells may only survive for a few hours, while others last several days. This variety in lifespans showcases the incredible adaptability and efficiency of our blood. When you suffer a cut or fight off an illness, it's these white blood cells that spring into action, rapidly multiplying and tackling threats. Meanwhile, red blood cells continue their vital role of transporting oxygen, helping to keep you energized. This clever system ensures our bodies can respond quickly to challenges, adjusting to keep us healthy. Isn't it amazing how such small cells play such a big role in our lives? You might be surprised by your sleep time. Did you know that, on average, it takes about 7 minutes for a person to fall asleep? This might seem quick, but the exact time can vary greatly depending on a few key factors. For instance, stress levels are a major player. If your mind is racing with worries or plans, it might take longer to drift off. Comfort also matters. Your pillow, mattress, and overall sleeping environment significantly contribute to how quickly you can snooze. Individual sleeping habits play a role too. Some people have consistent nighttime routines that help signal their bodies when it's time to sleep, leading to a faster transition into dreamland. Others might struggle with irregular schedules or late-night screens, which can extend the time it takes to fall asleep. Next time you're lying in bed, consider what factors might be influencing your sleep time. Are you cozy enough? Is your mind at ease? Small changes can make a big difference in how quickly you find rest. Prepare to be amazed by the sheitl's cultural significance. The sheitel is a unique wig worn by Orthodox Jewish women, rooted in a tradition that emphasizes modesty by requiring married women to cover their hair. This practice stems from various religious beliefs that promote privacy and dignity. Women often wear this stylish accessory to blend faith with fashion, demonstrating their adherence to beliefs while embracing beauty. Interestingly, some women choose to wear a chitli, a type of wig that can add more hair and give an even fuller appearance. This clever workaround allows them to stay true to their customs while still experimenting with their look. The sheitel represents more than just a piece of clothing. It embodies a balance between cultural identity and personal expression. Have you ever thought about how such a simple item can hold so much meaning? Guess what really drives Russia's time zones? With an incredible 11 time zones, Russia is a country that moves to the beat of many clocks. This vastness brings unique challenges for transportation, communication, and governance. Imagine trying to schedule a meeting when some folks are just waking up while others are already heading to bed. Each time zone stretches across thousands of miles, making it crucial for businesses and government officials to coordinate effectively. For instance, a train traveling from Moscow in the west to Vladivostok in the east must take into account the time differences to ensure timely arrivals. This juggling act of time zones is a striking example of how geography can shape daily life in Russia. So how does the country keep everything running smoothly? By employing clever strategies and technology to streamline activities despite the differences in time. Can you believe a new year brings fresh traditions? As we usher in January, many cultures around the world celebrate the arrival of a new year with unique customs and vibrant festivities. For instance, in Spain, locals eat 12 grapes at midnight, one for each chime of the clock, to ensure good luck in the coming year. Meanwhile, in Japan, families might visit a shrine during the first days of January to pray for health and happiness. These traditions aren't just about fun, they symbolize hope and renewal. The excitement of turning the page on the calendar creates a sense of community, sparking conversations about goals and aspirations. Schools and local organizations often launch new initiatives to promote learning and growth, reflecting the spirit of this fresh start. What new adventures and resolutions are on your list this year? Embracing these customs helps connect us to our history and roots, while inspiring us to look forward in excitement. With each new year, we not only celebrate time, but also the shared experiences that bring us together. Believe it or not, a wooden football stadium is coming. Forest Green Rovers, a football club in the English Football League, is embarking on a groundbreaking journey to create the world's first fully sustainable football stadium. This innovative project will primarily use wood, showcasing eco-friendly construction techniques that aim to reduce carbon emissions. The club, known for its commitment to environmental sustainability, envisions a stadium that not only serves as a venue for thrilling matches, but also as a model for eco-conscious architecture. By harnessing renewable resources, the stadium will integrate features like solar panels and rainwater harvesting systems. This means that every kick, pass, and goal scored will take place in a setting that respects and nurtures the planet. With a seating capacity planned for around 5,000 fans, it promises to be a cozy yet innovative space. Imagine cheering for your team in a stadium that symbolizes a greener future. Isn't it exciting to think about how sports can lead the way in sustainability? Have you ever sat still for 8 hours? Imagine posing for a photo that lasts an entire workday. Back in the 19th century, when photography was still in its infancy, taking a picture was no quick task. The very first cameras demanded incredibly long exposure times, with some requiring you to remain motionless for about 8 hours. This lengthy wait was a result of primitive technology. Early cameras used sensitive chemical plates that needed substantial light to create a clear image. As a result, capturing a moment often felt like a test of patience. If you were to strike a pose, you'd have to be absolutely still, which sounds like a challenging feat today. Over time, advancements in photography drastically reduced exposure times. Today, we can snap a picture in a fraction of a second. It's incredible to think about how far we've come in capturing memories and moments. Imagine the stories those early photos could tell. What would it feel like to hold still for so long just to get your likeness on a piece of paper? Believe it or not, India has strict fuel tank regulations. To keep people safe, these rules focus on how fuel tanks are used and stored throughout the country. In a nation where fuel is essential for transportation and industry, the government has enacted these regulations as a key safety measure. By ensuring proper standards for the construction and maintenance of fuel tanks, they aim to prevent accidents such as explosions and leaks that can cause disaster. The regulations include regular inspections, guidelines on the materials used, and protocols for safely refueling vehicles. This proactive approach helps to protect communities, the environment, and workers who deal with fuel on a daily basis. Awareness and compliance with these rules are crucial, as even a small oversight can lead to dangerous situations. With such measures in place, India is taking significant steps toward minimizing risks and ensuring that everyone can go about their day with one less worry. So next time you fill up your tank, remember there are many behind-the-scenes efforts keeping you safe. Surprisingly, heart disease risk is within our control. Many people don't realize that factors like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and stress can greatly increase the chances of developing heart disease. What's even more fascinating is that you can take charge of your heart health through lifestyle changes. By adopting a healthy diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, you lay a solid foundation for better heart health. Engaging in regular exercise adds another layer of protection. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity each week. And let's not forget the impact of harmful habits. Avoiding smoking can significantly lower your risk. It's important to understand that these changes don't just benefit your heart, they can also boost your overall well-being. With simple adjustments, you can lead a healthier, more vibrant life. So why wait? Start taking steps today to protect your heart and decrease your risk of heart disease. Here's a wild fact about Japanese shiro. In Japan, there's a unique drink called shiro that surprises many with its unusual ingredient, live fish. Imagine sipping a beverage that contains tiny swimming creatures. This daring drink is often served in certain regions, showcasing the adventurous spirit of Japanese cuisine. Shiro typically features a clear, sweet base, often made from rice or a similar ferment, and the live fish adds a splash of excitement. While the idea may not be appealing to everyone, it reflects the local culture's emphasis on freshness and bold flavors. Drinking Shiro is not just about taste. It's an experience that challenges diners to step out of their comfort zone. Would you dare to try a drink that literally moves? It's definitely a conversation starter and a testament to Japan's diverse culinary traditions. Let's uncover the truth about Sardinian bread. This unique culinary tradition involves using flour that contains mummified moth larvae, an ingredient locals consider a valuable source of protein. In Sardinia, where food is deeply intertwined with culture, this practice reflects not only a resourceful way to utilize available ingredients, but also a long-standing heritage. While some may find the idea of eating moth remnants unsettling, many Sardinians view it as a way to honor their ancestors and keep their traditions alive. The larvae, often found in stored grains, contribute to the bread's texture and flavor, making it a vital part of local cuisine. Celebrating such unconventional food practices helps us understand the richness of diverse cultures and how they adapt over time. So the next time you hear about Sardinian bread, remember the fascinating story behind this extraordinary ingredient. Are you curious to try it? Discover how $1 million changes lives in the Sioux tribe. Members of the Shako P. Madawakanton Sioux Indian tribe receive about $1 million each year from their casino profits. This remarkable payout is a direct result of successful businesses like the Mystic Lake Casino, which has become a major player in Minnesota's gaming industry. The funds help provide essential services such as education, healthcare, and housing for the tribe, enabling members to thrive in various aspects of life. Imagine the impact of such financial support. Members can pursue higher education, start businesses, or invest in their communities. This financial model showcases how gaming revenue can significantly improve the lives of indigenous peoples while maintaining cultural integrity. As other tribes consider similar ventures, the Shako P. Madawakanton Sioux tribe stands as a shining example of what is possible when communities harness resources for their benefit. You might be shocked to learn that naked mole rats thrive. These incredible creatures have a remarkable skill. They can survive in low-oxygen environments for up to 20 minutes without any harm. How do they manage this? Naked mole rats switch from typical sugar metabolism to fructose metabolism, a unique trick that keeps them going in extreme conditions where most other animals would struggle. This adaptation allows their bodies to use fructose as fuel when oxygen is scarce, essentially giving them a survival edge. Found primarily in Africa, these fascinating rodents are social animals that live in colonies, much like bees or ants. Their extraordinary resilience has scientists intrigued, as it might help unlock secrets about human health and survival in challenging environments. Imagine what we could learn from these tiny creatures about endurance and adaptation. What other amazing traits do they have? Let's uncover the truth about bamboo scaffolding. Despite the towering skyscrapers of Hong Kong, you'll find an age-old construction material playing a crucial role: bamboo. This long, flexible grass is surprisingly strong and can support substantial weight, making it perfect for building tall structures. Unlike metal scaffolding, bamboo is much lighter, which means it's easier to transport and manipulate. What's more, it's an eco-friendly option because it's renewable and can be harvested without harming the environment. Workers in Hong Kong often prefer bamboo scaffolding because it bends without breaking, allowing for safe adjustments during construction. As the city evolves, this ancient technique shows that tradition and modernity can blend seamlessly. Isn't it fascinating how a simple plant makes such a significant impact on impressive city skylines? You might be shocked to learn that Mali struggles. Despite its vibrant culture and history, Mali is among the poorest countries in the world. With bustling markets, diverse traditions, and stunning landscapes, one would expect prosperity, yet around 70% of Mali's population survives on less than $1 a day. This stark reality paints a different picture, highlighting widespread poverty and economic challenges. Only a mere 10% of the people earn more than $2 a day, making it difficult to afford basic necessities like food, clean water, and healthcare. This situation has deep roots in decades of political instability, conflict, and climate change, which have hindered economic growth and development. The people of Mali are incredibly resilient, working hard to improve their lives and communities. However, without significant support and sustainable solutions, it remains tough for many Malians to escape this cycle of poverty. Did you know lollipops have a fascinating history? In 1908, the candy landscape changed forever with the production of the first machine-made lollipops in New Haven, Connecticut. Before this groundbreaking innovation, lollipops were painstakingly crafted by hand. This labor-intensive method meant that they were often limited in availability. However, the introduction of machinery for lollipop production not only sped up the process, but also made these delightful treats accessible to a much wider audience. Suddenly, both children and adults could enjoy delicious flavors and colorful shapes more easily than ever before. This shift marked a sweet turning point in the candy industry, forever altering how we experience one of our favorite confections. So next time you unwrap a lollipop, remember that you're enjoying a piece of candy history that began over a century ago. Unbelievable but true, the largest camera ever built. This remarkable camera, constructed in the early 20th century, weighed an astonishing 640 kilograms and measured a massive 4 meters in length. Imagine a camera so big that it would need its own room. Designed for scientific use, it was intended to capture stunningly detailed images for various purposes, including mapping and research. Creating such a behemoth required innovative engineering and materials that were advanced for its time. When it was finally assembled, just operating it was a feat in itself, demanding not just skill, but also teamwork. Photographers had to climb ladders and use large glass plates to capture each image, a far cry from the lightweight digital cameras and smartphones we use today. This giant camera symbolizes the spirit of experimentation and progress that characterized the early 1900s. Can you imagine the photos it produced? What other fascinating inventions are out there, waiting to be discovered? What if I told you hearing lasts until the end? As a person approaches death, their sense of hearing is the last to go. It's fascinating to think that even when the body becomes still and the eyes close, the ears may still pick up familiar sounds. Loved ones often gather around, speaking tenderly and sharing memories, and this can provide a vital connection during those final moments. Research suggests that our brains process sounds even in a deep state of unresponsiveness, allowing individuals to hear comforting voices, music, or moments of laughter. This phenomenon highlights the importance of communication and affection, even when someone is nearing the end of their journey. So when saying goodbye, sharing loving words can be a profound gift, reminding those we cherish that they are not alone in their final moments. Isn't it comforting to know that love can transcend even the confines of life? Let's uncover the truth about Scold's bridle. This chilling device was used in the 15th and 16th centuries to silence women accused of gossiping. Imagine a time when speaking your mind could land you in a world of pain. The Scold's bridle was a torture device that resembled a heavy metal mask designed to restrain the wearer, effectively preventing them from talking. Women deemed gossips faced community scorn, and this brutal tool was a way to punish them and discourage others from following suit. Often seen as a tool of societal control, the Scold's bridle became a horrifying symbol of how far people would go to suppress women's voices. While it's easy to dismiss history as merely a collection of stories, understanding practices like the use of Scold's bridle helps us appreciate the progress we've made toward freedom of speech and gender equality today. Isn't it fascinating how far we've come? Did you know that South Korea has a Cinderella law? Enacted in 2011, this unique regulation aims to tackle the growing issue of internet addiction among young people. The law prohibits individuals under 16 years old from playing online games during the late-night hours of midnight to 6 a.m. This was a significant step, as many children were spending countless hours gaming, which affected their sleep and overall health. Interestingly, parents have the option to request exemptions, allowing their kids to game during these restricted hours if they believe it's appropriate. The name Cinderella Law evokes the fairy tale where Cinderella must return home before midnight, reflecting how the law seeks to guide youth to healthy gaming habits while balancing their digital lives. With its proactive approach, South Korea hopes to create a healthier environment for its younger generation. How is this initiative impacting children's behavior around gaming and screen time? Here's a wild fact about pea crabs and their hosts. These fascinating creatures are tiny crustaceans that have a unique way of life. Pea crabs, often no larger than a pea, spend their entire existence nestled safely inside the shells of oysters, clams, and mussels. This lifestyle may sound cozy, but it comes with its own challenges. As they settle into their host shells, pea crabs rely on them not just for protection, but also for food. They cleverly sneak bites of the nutrients meant for their hosts, which stirs a peculiar relationship between the two. This type of interaction is known as symbiosis, where one organism benefits while the other might be hurt. Though most of the time, the relationship is pretty balanced. While pea crabs enjoy their free rides, they contribute to their host's ecosystem in subtle ways. This eccentric lifestyle showcases nature's creativity, revealing how species can adapt and thrive in unusual circumstances. Who knew that such little critters could have such an interesting life in the ocean's depths? Prepare to be amazed by Poland's Crooked Forest. This extraordinary place, known as the Krzywy Las, is located near Gryfino and features around 400 pine trees, each with a peculiar J-shaped curve at the base of their trunks. What makes these trees truly fascinating is that they all bend in the same direction before reaching for the sky, creating an enchanting and surreal landscape. Scientists have puzzled over this natural phenomenon for years, with theories ranging from human intervention to unique environmental conditions during the tree's early growth. Some believe that the curvature happened when the trees were saplings, possibly due to snow or other external factors that influenced their shape. This artistic display of nature has turned the forest into a popular tourist destination, attracting visitors eager to witness this unusual spectacle. Whether it's for a stroll among these quirky trees or a stunning photo opportunity, the Crooked Forest leaves a lasting impression. Could it be nature's way of showing us its creativity? Why exactly does a potato fear becoming fries? In the playful game Hot Potato, you take on the role of a brave, sentient potato determined to dodge the dangers lurking in a chaotic kitchen. As you navigate through sizzling pans and sharp knives, your mission is clear: escape the fate of becoming a crispy fry. The thrill of the game lies in its mix of agile movement and quick thinking, making every second count. With each level, the kitchen transforms into a maze of hazards demanding your attention and reflexes. You encounter slippery floors that challenge your balance and hot oil that could spell disaster. As you dash about, you also have the opportunity to collect special power-ups, enhancing your abilities and adding a twist to your escape. The excitement builds as you evade chaos, ensuring that you remain just a potato for a little longer, created for fun, laughter, and a little bit of friendly competition among players of all ages. Let's uncover the truth about super gonorrhea. Super gonorrhea is a drug-resistant version of the gonorrhea infection, and it's becoming a serious health challenge. This nasty strain has evolved to resist many of the antibiotics that doctors commonly use to treat it, meaning that just when we thought we could handle this sexually transmitted disease, it's fighting back harder than ever. Health officials are raising alarms, warning that our overuse of antibiotics is creating these so-called superbugs, which could lead to bigger health crises in the future. Since gonorrhea is already a widespread infection, the emergence of drug-resistant strains raises concerns about public health. If these infections can't be treated effectively, it might lead to complications like infertility or increased transmission rates. So what does this mean for us? We'll need to be more responsible with antibiotic use and practice safer sex to combat this growing problem. Did you know that pilots speak aviation English? This standardized language is a crucial tool for clear communication in the skies. Regardless of their nationality, all pilots must use aviation English to ensure safety and efficiency in air travel. Designed to eliminate misunderstandings, this specialized dialect comprises around 300 words that help pilots relay crucial information to air traffic controllers at international airports. Imagine the hustle and bustle of global flights. A French pilot might be communicating with a Spanish air traffic controller, each relying on this common language to navigate busy skies. Aviation English includes specific terms and phrases that streamline communication, especially under pressure. By adhering to these standards, pilots can avoid confusion and ensure that flights operate smoothly. Because safety is paramount in aviation, the use of a universal language makes a huge difference when lives are on the line. Are you curious about how this language evolved? You might be shocked to learn that Darth Vader's armor has samurai roots. From the very first moment we see him in Star Wars, Darth Vader's striking armor has fascinated fans around the world. His imposing black suit isn't just a symbol of the dark side, it draws inspiration from the armor worn by samurai warriors in Japan. Specifically, the iconic design echoes the armor of the legendary Date Masamune, a famous feudal lord known for both his battle prowess and unique helmet. The helmet's menacing shape and exaggerated features resemble the kabuto helmets worn by samurai, which often included intricate designs and crests to signify rank and strength. George Lucas and his team carefully crafted Vader's look to not only intimidate his enemies, but also to pay homage to historical warriors. This blend of science fiction and history adds a fascinating depth to the character and leaves us wondering how other historical influences shape our favorite stories. Here's a wild fact about the C-5M Super Galaxy. This impressive aircraft is one of the largest cargo planes in the world, boasting an incredible ability to transport massive loads. It can easily carry 2 M1 Abrams tanks or up to 6 Black Hawk helicopters, making it essential for military operations and humanitarian missions alike. With its enormous wingspan and advanced technology, the C-5M Super Galaxy stands out as a key player in the U.S. Air Transport Force. Imagine the logistical challenges of moving heavy equipment across the globe. This cargo plane simplifies that task. It showcases American ingenuity in aviation and emphasizes the importance of being equipped for rapid response in times of need. Its versatility means it can deliver critical supplies and support to areas affected by disasters, as well as transport vital military assets. With capabilities like these, it's no wonder the C-5M is often called upon for some of the most demanding missions around the globe. How does this massive plane manage to fly with such heavy loads? Hard to believe, but animal safety protocols exist. Handling deceased animals is no small matter. Specific safety guidelines ensure that public health is protected. When an animal dies, whether on a farm, in the wild, or at a veterinary clinic, it can pose health risks if not dealt with properly. These protocols include immediate reporting to local authorities and following strict disposal methods to avoid contamination. For instance, burial must be deep enough to prevent scavenging, while incineration should only occur in approved facilities. Additionally, wearing personal protective equipment helps prevent exposure to harmful bacteria or diseases that can linger even after an animal's death. Awareness and adherence to these safety rules are vital for anyone who may encounter deceased animals, helping protect not just humans, but also the environment and other wildlife. So next time you hear about animal handling, remember the importance of these safety measures. Let's uncover the truth about underwater sculptures. These striking pieces of art are not just visually stunning, they also play a crucial role in marine conservation. The Underwater Sculpture series, designed specifically to serve as artificial reefs, provides a new habitat for corals and marine life. As the statues sink into the ocean, they begin to collect coral and attract various sea creatures, transforming them into living reefs over time. This clever blend of artistry and environmental stewardship not only encourages biodiversity, but also helps to protect and restore damaged marine ecosystems. Artists and environmentalists work together to create these masterpieces, demonstrating that creativity can thrive alongside nature. Have you ever imagined how a sculpture could transform into a vibrant coral garden? Each visit to these underwater installations reveals a new layer of life, showcasing the importance of art in promoting ecological awareness. You won't believe the truth about mushrooms. Portobello, cremini, and button mushrooms are all different maturity stages of the same species, Agaricus bisporus. That's right. When you see these 3 varieties at the grocery store, you're actually looking at the same fungal family, each at a unique stage of growth. Button mushrooms, the youngest and smallest, offer a mild flavor and are often used in salads and soups. As they mature into cremini mushrooms, their taste deepens, making them a favorite for pasta dishes and sautéed meals. Finally, we have the large and meaty portobello mushrooms. These beauties, with their rich umami flavor, are perfect for grilling or as a satisfying meat substitute. It's fascinating to see how just a bit of time can transform these mushrooms from one form to another, showcasing the wonder of nature's growth processes. Have you ever tried them all? Let's uncover the truth about catasetomorchids. These fascinating plants have developed a truly unique way to reproduce, which relies heavily on their clever use of pollinating insects. When an insect visits a catasetomorchid flower, it doesn't just sip nectar, it triggers an incredible mechanism. This reaction causes a sac filled with pollen to launch toward the insect, thanks to a sticky pad that makes sure the pollen sticks effectively. This fascinating tactic not only ensures that the pollen reaches the female flowers, but it also minimizes the waste of precious resources. In a world where many plants rely on wind or direct contact for pollination, the cleverness of the catasetomorchid stands out. Such an ingenious reproductive method highlights the intricate relationships in nature between plants and pollinators. This dance of life illustrates how evolution can lead to remarkably specialized adaptations. Isn't it amazing how these flowers have found such an efficient way to thrive? Is it really true that mentors boost our commitment? Recent research highlights the power of sharing goals with someone perceived as more experienced or knowledgeable, such as a mentor. When you express your aspirations to an expert, their authority can magically enhance your dedication to achieving those goals. This sense of accountability is incredibly motivating. Imagine you've set a goal to improve your grades. If you discuss this with a teacher or a successful older student, their expertise can inspire confidence in your plans and push you to stay the course. You're not just telling a friend, you're engaging with someone who believes in your potential. The stakes feel higher, and that boosts your own drive to succeed. So next time you set a goal, think about who you can share it with. Could a mentor be the secret ingredient to reaching your dreams? Did you know the Taiju is growing in visitors? This incredible spot, famous for its stunning views and vibrant culture, has seen a remarkable surge in daily visitors, doubling since the rise of local sensation Mudung. With her unique performances and engaging personality, Mudung has captivated hearts and drawn crowds from near and far. People flock to experience her charm, making the Taiju not just a place to visit, but a lively gathering spot full of excitement. The restaurant and local shops have also benefited from the influx, creating a buzzing atmosphere that combines entertainment and culture. This growth isn't just about numbers, it highlights the importance of community and how one person's passion can ignite interest in their surroundings. So whether you're a local or a tourist, the Taiju is the place to be right now. Why not check it out and be part of this amazing story? Is it really true that the Salvi hut is extreme? At a staggering 13,000 feet up a sheer cliff in Switzerland, the Salvi hut is known as the most extreme mountain hut in the world. Designed specifically for emergencies, this remarkable structure isn't just somewhere you can casually visit. You have to earn your way there. Climbers and adventurers must navigate challenging terrains and risk treacherous conditions to reach the hut, making it a true sanctuary for those who find themselves in dire situations high in the Alps. With breathtaking views and a sense of solitude, the Salvi hut provides a safe haven for those daring enough to reach it. It's a place that challenges your limits. Only the bravest or most desperate will make the climb. So are you ready for an adventure? Just remember, the journey is not just about getting there, it's a test of your willpower. Here's a wild fact about leopards and baboons. In a remarkable display of maternal instinct, a leopard adopted an orphan baboon, treating it with the same love and care she would give her own cub. This incredible behavior flips our understanding of predator-prey relationships on its head. Typically, we think of leopards as fierce hunters, stalking and capturing their prey. However, this story shows that nature can be full of surprises. Instead of seeing the baboon as a meal, the leopard recognized its vulnerability and decided to nurture it. This heartwarming event not only highlights the emotional depth of wild animals, but also reminds us that the animal kingdom can be unpredictable. By caring for the orphan, the leopard not only bridged the gap between two species, but also demonstrated a strong maternal instinct that transcends typical boundaries. Such instances encourage us to rethink what we know about animals and their behaviors. Who knew a leopard could show such compassion to a baboon? You'll be amazed by the sun bear's skills. The sun bear, known for its impressive honey hunting techniques, stands out among bear species due to its unique abilities. With a tongue that can stretch an astonishing 18 inches, this little powerhouse can effortlessly reach insects and larvae, hidden deep within tree trunks and other tough spots. When it comes to extracting honey, few animals can rival its expertise. What makes this bear even more remarkable is its size. It's actually the smallest bear species. Yet don't let its petite stature fool you. The sun bear is a fierce survivor, adept at climbing trees and navigating its Southeast Asian rainforest habitat with agility. Their keen sense of smell helps them find food sources, while their strong claws assist in foraging for their favorite snacks. Despite its small size, the sun bear plays a crucial role in its ecosystem, helping pollinate flowers and disperse seeds. Isn't it fascinating how nature equips these creatures with such incredible adaptations? Discover the real meaning behind Superman's emblem. The S on Superman's chest is more than just a letter. It symbolizes hope in Kryptonian culture. This iconic emblem represents not only Superman's family crest, but also the legacy of his home planet, Krypton. When Superman first appeared, he could only leap tall buildings in a single bound. Fans loved his incredible agility, but as stories evolved, so did his powers. Superman gained the ability to fly, enhanced super strength, and the power of heat vision, transforming him into the legendary superhero we know today. This growth mirrors his character's journey, from a hopeful immigrant to the protector of Earth. Superman's emblem stands as a powerful reminder of resilience and hope, inspiring countless people across generations. So next time you see that familiar S, remember the deep meaning behind it and how it reflects the extraordinary legacy of a hero. Turns out the truth is that bread is ancient. Bread isn't just a delicious side dish. It's one of the oldest prepared foods known to humans, with origins dating back a remarkable 14,000 years. Imagine our ancestors grinding grains and mixing them with water to create the first rustic loaves. This staple has evolved across countless cultures. In the Middle East, you might find soft flatbreads like pita, perfect for scooping up savory dips. Meanwhile, in Europe, leavened breads, which rise thanks to yeast, have become beloved favorites, from crusty baguettes in France to hearty sourdough in Germany. Each type of bread tells a story, reflecting the local ingredients and traditions of its people. So whether it's a warm roll on your dinner plate or a slice of toast in the morning, bread connects us to thousands of years of culinary history. How amazing is that? Is it really true that manatees are endangered? Manatees, sometimes called sea cows, are gentle aquatic mammals that dwell in warm, shallow waters. These fascinating creatures are herbivores, meaning they mostly munch on tasty seagrass, algae, and other aquatic plants. Sadly, their peaceful nature and slow swimming make them vulnerable to dangers, especially boat collisions. Growing in size to about 10 feet long and weighing over 1,000 pounds, it's hard to believe something so large has so many threats. In many regions, manatees are considered endangered, leading to conservation efforts to improve their safety. Various countries have laws in place that aim to protect these lovable giants, ensuring their habitats are preserved and motorboat speeds are limited in critical areas. The key to protecting manatees lies in awareness. The more we learn about their habits and habitats, the better we can safeguard them. By spreading the word, we can help ensure that these gentle giants continue to grace our waterways for future generations. What can you do to help protect manatees and their habitats? What if I told you Tom Cruise lost 2 teeth? In a surprising twist, Hollywood superstar Tom Cruise experienced a freak accident while playing with his children, Isabella and Connor. During a playful moment, one of the kids accidentally kicked him, leading to a painful strike from the heel of his shoe against his mouth. This unusual incident caused him to lose two of his front teeth. However, like a true professional, Cruz didn't let this setback sideline him. Instead, he turned to advanced dental technology and now sports well-crafted dentures that are nearly invisible, allowing him to continue his career without missing a beat. His journey reminds us that even the biggest stars face unexpected challenges. But with resilience and a little help from modern dentistry, they can bounce back spectacularly. Can you imagine going through something like that and still shining on screen? What if I told you about perfume vending machines? These handy machines can be found in various spots, from shopping malls to airports, bringing convenience and affordability to fragrance lovers everywhere. Instead of splurging on pricey perfumes, you can simply drop in a few coins or swipe your card for a delightful dose of your favorite scent. Imagine grabbing that perfect fragrance on the go, whether heading to a special event or just freshening up after a long travel day. Each machine is stocked with a diverse selection of popular brands and enticing scents, making it easy to find something that matches your mood. For many, these vending machines offer a fun and novel way to explore new fragrances or grab a classic favorite without breaking the bank. It's like a little treasure hunt for your senses, don't you think? Discover the secrets of extreme hot spring microbes. These tiny living organisms thrive in some of the hottest environments on Earth, like molten pools found in Yellowstone National Park. Microbes such as Thermus aquaticus have adapted to survive temperatures exceeding 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Their ability to withstand extreme heat not only fascinates scientists, but also holds incredible potential for tackling environmental and medical obstacles. For instance, proteins extracted from these microbes are used in PCR, polymerase chain reaction, a crucial technique in DNA analysis. By studying these resilient creatures, researchers hope to develop new strategies for pollution cleanup, biofuels, and even medications that can withstand high temperatures. The exploration of hot spring microbes is more than just a scientific curiosity. It could lead to breakthroughs that transform various fields. What amazing discoveries might we uncover next? What if I told you about Joseph's wild alarm clock? This inventive device is not your typical alarm clock. It's a quirky creation designed to ensure you wake up on time. When the alarm goes off, instead of a simple beep or buzz, it splashes water right in your face. Imagine waking up to a jolt of cold water. That'll definitely get you out of bed. Joseph is known for his outrageous inventions, and this alarm clock is a perfect example of his creative flair. He believes waking up should be an unforgettable experience, not just a routine. The water splashing feature serves as a delightful surprise, pushing your sleepy self into the morning light. It's a fun way to start the day, though it might leave some feeling drenched. Could you ever imagine using such a wacky gadget to greet the morning sun? Is it really true that saltwater drowning is worse? Absolutely. When someone drowns in saltwater, the high concentration of salt creates a unique situation. The salt pulls water out of your body's cells, making your lungs work harder. As the lungs fill up with this extra fluid, they can become overwhelmed, leading to drowning in your own blood. This process can take longer compared to drowning in fresh water, where the lungs absorb water far more quickly. In contrast, fresh water can enter the bloodstream and may cause more rapid respiratory failure. It's crucial to understand this difference because it can affect rescue efforts and treatment. People who survive a saltwater drowning often face more complications due to this prolonged struggle. Knowing the risks emphasizes the importance of water safety in both types of environments. So whether at the beach or by a lake, staying aware can truly be a lifesaver. Is it really true that sea otters use kelp? These charming marine mammals have a clever trick to stay safe while napping in the ocean. Sea otters wrap themselves in strands of kelp, which acts like a natural anchor, keeping them from drifting away with the currents. This behavior not only secures them, but also allows them to relax more deeply without the worry of floating off to unfamiliar waters. Kelp forests provide sea otters with abundant food, such as sea urchins and crabs, making these playful creatures an essential part of their ecosystem. When otters snuggle in kelp, they also help maintain the health of these underwater forests by controlling sea urchin populations. The next time you think of otters, picture them floating gracefully, wrapped in their green leafy beds, dreaming peacefully. It's a beautiful example of nature's ingenuity. Who knew that such a small animal could play such a big role in the ocean's health? Let's uncover the truth about oak trees. Did you know they have something called mast years? During these special years, oak trees burst into life by producing an abundance of acorns, their delicious seeds. This phenomenon isn't just a random act of nature. It plays a crucial role in the ecosystem. After a plentiful mast year, we often see a drop in the number of acorns in lean years, which can really impact animals like squirrels, deer, and birds that depend on these tasty treats for food. When there are fewer acorns, these animals might struggle to find enough to eat, leading to a decline in their populations. However, after the lean years, the next mast year means a fresh start. With so many acorns around, more of them are likely to survive, helping forests thrive and grow. Isn't it amazing how oak trees support both wildlife and the environment?